everyone, welcome to the Food and Nutrition Technology course. I am Dr. Shubhangi Sasankar, Assistant Professor in the Department of the Biotechnology. In today's lecture, we are going to study the first topic of Food and Nutrition Technology, that is our food composition and nutrients. So, by the end of this lecture, you will understand what is food, what is nutrition, why the nutrients are essential, classification of the nutrients, different types of nutrients along with their sources and function. So let's begin. So before understanding the nutrients, let us first understand the two important terms, that is the food and nutrition. Food is a basic necessity of man. It is a mixture of the different nutrients such as carbohydrate, proteins, fat, vitamins, and minerals. So these nutrients are the essential for our growth and development as well as the maintenance of our good health throughout the life. That means the food is a nutritive substance taken by an organism for the energy to do work, growth and development, as well as the repair and maintenance of our life process. We will start a basic introduction. So as we know that the day-to-day life, the basic needs are the food, air and water. These are our basic needs. So among those, the important one is the food. Okay. So food is the basic necessity of man because the food is one of which it gives the energy to do our daily routine work, or as well as participate any kind of activity like jumping, running, walking, singing, dancing. So we have the food, we get the energy so that it will help us to do our daily routine work. So basically, food is a substance that we consume to provide the energy and nutrients required by our body. We can simply think of the food as the fuel of the human body, just like the petrol or diesel is the fuel for a vehicle. In the same way, food is a fuel for our body. We must eat to provide us energy is known as a staple food. Staple food is one of the food which contain all the nutrients which provides the energy. Opposite that, the junk food. Junk food, it contains low nutrients and high calories in it. Now let us know about what is nutrition. Basically, nutrition is the science that study how our body takes food, digest it, absorb the nutrients, utilize them for the energy, growth and development, as well as it removes waste products. Proper nutrition helps in our growth and development, maintaining health, diseases, prevention, better immunity, good physical as well as the mental performance. So whenever we eat the balanced food, our body receives all the nutrients required for our proper functioning. Now let us discuss why the food is essential. Food performs the several important functions. So first function is it provides the energy for all the daily activities such as walking, studying, exercise and even sleeping. Second function is the food supports the growth and development, especially in the children and adolescent. Third function is that it helps repair damaged tissues. For example, if you get injured, protein from your body, protein from your food helps heal the wounds. So fourth function is the food regulates the metabolic activities through the vitamins and the minerals. And last function is that the food strengthens our immune system, protecting us from the infection and the diseases. Therefore, the food is not just something like to satisfy the hunger, it is the essential for our life. So now we will talk about what is the food components. So food contains the various chemical substances. So that chemical substance is known as the nutrients. So nutrients are the essential for our growth, energy production, repair of the tissue, maintenance of the normal body functions. Now, what are the major sources of our nutrients? So the major sources of the nutrients are our food, which is obtained from our plant and animals. So every food items contain one or more nutrients in the different quantities. So the nutrients are classified according to their requirement. So we will discuss how the nutrients are classified. So this is one of the most important diagram which is shown you. So this diagram shows that the what are the categories of the food nutrients. So mostly the food nutrients are classified into the two categories. So first one is the macronutrients. So these are the required in the large quantity. They include carbohydrate, proteins, fats, water, and dietary fibers. So now second category is the micronutrients. So these micronutrients required in very small quantity. They include vitamins, minerals. Although the micronutrients are needed in smaller quantity, they are equally important because their deficiency can lead to several diseases. Now let us discuss about the first macronutrient, that is our carbohydrate. So carbohydrates are the primary source of the energy for our body. So chemically, carbohydrate is the polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone or compounds that yield these upon the hydrolysis. So carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. They contribute approximately 60 to 70% of our daily calorie requirement. 1 gram of carbohydrate provides a 4 kilocalorie energy. Carbohydrates are classified into the four categories. So first one is the monosaccharide. So monosaccharide is the basic unit of the carbohydrate. For example, glucose, fructose. Second type is the disaccharide. Third one is the oligosaccharide. Fourth one is the polysaccharide. So disaccharide, oligosaccharide, and the polysaccharide are comes in the category of the complex carbohydrates. So complex carbohydrates provides a sustained energy because they are digested slowly. So for example, we can see if you eat the rice before an examination, it provides the energy for a longer duration compared to the eating chocolates. Let us now look at the common sources of the carbohydrates. So cereals like rice, wheat, maize, and oats. So these are the comes under the cereals. So these are the main source of the carbohydrate. Like next one is the pulses, such as the lentils and the chickpeas. In case of the fruits like banana, mangoes, apple. In case of the vegetables such as potatoes and sweet potatoes. Some dairy products also contain the carbohydrates, sugary foods like honey and jaggery, as well as the nuts and processed food like the bread and pasta. So these are the major sources of the carbohydrate. Among these sources, cereals are considered the major source of the carbohydrate in the Indian diet. Now we move to the proteins. Proteins are commonly known as the bodybuilding nutrients. They are made up of the amino acids and contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Each 1 gram of protein provides the 4 kilocalorie energy. Their primary functions are the building body tissues, repairing damaged cells, formation of the enzymes, hormone production, immune system development. Approximately 10 to 15% of our daily energy requirements come from protein. So everyone know the real life example when athletes exercise, their muscle develop because the protein helps repair and build the muscle tissues. Now we will discuss about what are the sources of the proteins. Proteins sources are divided into the two categories, animal sources and plant sources. So in case of the animal sources like meat, fish, egg, milk, cheese, yogurt, so these are the animal sources of the proteins. Now, in case of the plant sources like pulses, soya beans, tofu, nuts, seeds, whole grains, uh, all are these comes under the category of the plant sources. So for the vegetarian, soya bean is considered is one of the richest protein source. Now let us understand the fats. Many people think fats are the harmful. Actually, fats are essential when consumed in its right quantity. Chemically, fats are the triglycerides composed of one molecule of glycerol and three molecules of the fatty acids. They contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Fat provides 9 kilocalories per gram of the fat, which is the more than the double the energy obtained from the carbohydrates and the protein. Their important functions are the long-term energy storage, protection of the internal organs, maintains our body temperature, absorption of the vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. So these vitamins are the fat soluble vitamins. Normally, fat contributes around the 15 to 20% of our daily energy. Interesting fact that without the dietary fat, our body cannot efficiently absorb the fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E and K. Now we will see what are the common sources for the fat. Common dietary fat sources include the animal sources such as butter, cheese, meat, fish, egg, plant. These are comes under the animal sources. So now what are the plant sources? Plant sources like groundnut oil, sunflower oil, mustard oil, coconut, almond, cashew nuts, flaxseed, soya bean. So these are all comes under the plant sources. Healthy fats from the nuts, seeds, and vegetables oils are generally preferred over the saturated fat. So let's quickly summarize today's lecture. Today we learned what is food, what is nutrition, what are the nutrients, classification of foods, classification of the nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats. So in the next lecture, we will continue with the remaining nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, water, and dietary fiber. Thank you for the watching. See you in the next class. If you found this lecture helpful, please don't forget like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Happy learning. See you in the next lecture.